welcome back to another episode of Road Bob. I'm your host. Looking forward to talking about some more NASCAR news and content. Let's go. First thing, NASCAR announces that the 2025 Clash will be at Bowman Gray Stadium. The iconic flat quarter-mile short track that is nicknamed the Madhouse will host the NASCAR Cup Series as a capacity of 17,000 and also as the host for the Winston-Salem Bulldogs. Also, still host NASCAR regional and modified races weekly, and also is owned by the city of Winston-Salem. And not too long ago, back in March of this year, NASCAR bought the leasing rights to it, and that will last till 2050. This is big. This is huge. A lot of people expected it. Now it'll go down on February 2nd on Fox. This will be the return of the NASCAR Cup Series at Bowman Gray. They hosted races back in 1958 till 1971, so NASCAR Cup Series is returning. This will be a lot better for the teams instead of teams traveling the whole way across the country in Los Angeles for the Clash. It'll be in North Carolina where mostly all the teams are located close by. Be a big event. It'll be a great way to kick off the NASCAR season. When it comes to the racing, I'm not sure what we're going to expect. It's going to be very, very tight. It's a quarter mile, just like the LA Coliseum was, flat. It'll also be very cold, so tire wear probably won't be that big of a factor. It'll be probably bumper cars. You're going to have to use the bumper. Ben Kennedy was asked about these safety concerns. There is no safety barriers there. They will be assessing them, but also wants to respect the things that make Bowman Gray so great. So we'll see how it looks like. If it does look like anything different, they might have like some tire barriers in the corners, but also that'll make the track even more tight. Also, we'll be going super high speeds, probably like max 50 mile an hour. But look, man, I think this is more about where we're racing and less about what the racing product will be on. It's going to be a cool event, must see to watch, so I'm looking forward to it. Next thing, according to Adam Stern, NASCAR Holdings sent its Cup teams a new counteroffer in recent days in charter system talks, but some teams are once again viewing the latest proposal as one that they are unlikely to sign, sources say. According to what the article said, that industry execs were optimistic that teams would sign this new deal when it came out, but after the article was announced, 4 people familiar with teams have said that they are very displeased with the offer. So that's not super great, but I heard that the teams have agreed on the money split, so that's $7.7 million that teams, NASCAR and the tracks have all agreed on that. But they have disagreements on the stem from the talks over governance, new revenue opportunities, and other matters, one of the people said, without getting more specific. So there's still some disagreements there, but the money is done deal. Look, this is an ongoing thing. We talk about this a lot here on this show, and the media has beat it to death, but it's a very, very important thing when it comes to the future of the sport. One thing I want to bring up from this is that NASCAR and Netflix agreed for a new season 2 of NASCAR Full Speed, but teams said if there's not a new charter agreement done, that they probably wouldn't want to be a part of it. And their big stars probably wouldn't want to be a part of it as a way for teams to have leverage on NASCAR to get the things they want from this charter agreement done. But at least the teams in NASCAR are making somewhat progress. They said that this agreements and talks will probably go late into the summer. Hopefully they get talks done soon so we can see our top stars in season 2 of NASCAR Full Speed. That's what I want. But overall, that's the update on the charter agreement. Last thing, Haas factory team announces our Xfinity Series driver lineup. It'll be Sheldon Creed in the 00, Sam Mayer in the 41. This is big. This means that Riley Herbst, who is in the 98, will not be a part of the team next year, most likely going to the Cup Series, because Joe Custer, head of competition there for Haas factory team, said they bat 1,000 when it comes to taking drivers up to the Cup Series. So that looks like that's what's going on there. But this is a big move, surprising move for me when it comes to Sheldon Creed. I'm not surprised about, because he's been bouncing around different teams. You know, he went from RCR to Joe Gibbs Racing, now the Haas factory team. But Sam Mayer, he was at Junior Motorsports, the top Chevrolet team for the Xfinity Series. Now he's going over to the top 4 team in the Xfinity Series and Haas factory team. I think the reason that both these guys are going to Haas factory team is a bigger potential for a Cup Series ride. Ford doesn't have as many development drivers in their system, in their pipeline, so there's a lot more opportunity for them to be the top dogs. Also, I feel like the Ford Cup Series drivers are a lot unstable, a lot more younger guys on one-year deals. A lot more potential for those guys than if they don't perform, get booted out in their spot. But also a massive move for Ford to get these top dogs in their system is huge, because Ford didn't really have many guys in their pipeline to be able to shoot up the Cup Series when they're ready. A lot of people are wondering if Helen Dean was going to get a ride at Haas factory team, but she just hasn't performed and probably doesn't deserve a ride over what Sheldon and Sam Mayer have done in the Xfinity Series. Both guys have an average finish of 15.5. Sam Mayer's got 6 wins in the Xfinity Series, and Sheldon Creed has 0 wins, but just got his 11th second place finish in the Xfinity Series. So overall, great move for Ford and great move for Sheldon and Sam. That's a wrap on today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.